Hey everybody, it's me. Um, Tonight I just want to talk about school. Um, I know a lot of you guys probably go to bigger towns, bigger cities kind of schools. I personally am a rural kid. I've grown up my whole life in this, well, not my whole life. I was born in Arizona, then I moved to where we are now. I'm not telling anybody. Don't ask. But I live in a small town. Everybody knows everybody. There's about, I think the last check was 1,212 people in town. And our school consists of surrounding towns that are same size, smaller. And there are like 300 kids, and I think in our high school, maybe. My graduating class is like 36, I think. We started out at like 56, and then people kept getting dropping out, or um, getting held back. A lot of farm kids. I'm a farm kid, but a lot of them couldn't balance school and farming, so they missed too many days, and they got held back. Um, cause you have to have so many days of school. Um, yeah. So, I just want to talk about school tonight. Um, what can I say? In a rural town, a small school like mine, we don't have a lot of electives. So, like language courses. The only language course we have is Spanish 1 and Spanish 2. But our Spanish teacher is amazing. And, sorry. People keep asking me about rabbit. Um, but I really love living in a small town. Small towns are they have their ups and their downs, just like any town. In a small town, news travels really quick of anything. Um, take for instance, since I'm an army girlfriend, when my boyfriend decided to join the army, it went around like wildfire. And then when he went away, um, and I had a few problems, I cried a lot to myself, but people still found out about it. And a lot of people looked at me like I was too emotionally attached or something. But um, no, um, I'd say the positives outweigh the negatives of living in a small town, especially since I get to keep my animals. I don't live in town. I live outside of town. I live on a farm with horses, goats, rabbits, dogs, and a cat. We had several other cats, but we've gone down to one cat. My cat, Sweet Pea. Um, but so this year at my school, I am taking band, which I've taken all 4 years. I play the flute. And if you guys would like to hear me play, you can always just comment below, and I will. I'm not the best player, but I did get seventh chair in GRC band, and I am second chair in my high school band. There are 5 flutes in my band. We have one tuba, which is my best friend Hannah, and she's just awesome. She went from baritone to tuba, and she's doing amazing. Um, my second hour is personal finance, and that'll be for the first half of school year, so first semester, and then second semester I'll take health. Mm, it's a required class. Whew, I'm already yawning. So I don't really have the choice of not taking it or taking it, so I just waited till this year to take it. Um, Third hour I have current issues with Coach Fry, our football coach. He is super tall, and he can be really funny, and he can seem really, really mean and kind of scary. But current issues is really not a whole big deal. I mean, if I didn't need it to get my academic letter, I wouldn't take it. But I do need a science, and I don't have any room in my schedule, or I mean, I need a social studies, and I don't have any room in my schedule for dual government. So I'm taking current issues, which is kind of really boring because all we do is sit there and read newspapers. We do watch the presidential debates, which can be really fun because it's really cool to watch the rest of my class like debate about it, and I love debating. I can debate all day. No, not really, but if it's something I really care about, I will debate. We don't have a debate team, by the way, which it would be cool to have one. Ugh, pardon me. Fourth hour, I am taking discrete math. The reason I'm taking discrete math is because my counselor specifically told me that I cannot take advanced math, which is stupid. Because I could. He just doesn't. He be a jerk. I don't cuss, so yeah, he can be a jerk. But yeah. Anyway, our math teacher is really, really rough, and he's a great teacher. And there are kids who've had him that say if they wouldn't have made it through their college algebra and other math classes if they didn't have him, which is good, but he likes to talk the whole hour and then give homework the minute the bell rings, or he'll like to talk the whole hour, not finish his thing, so you don't know what the whole thing you're doing, and then he'll give you the homework anyway. And you usually have about 3 hours of math homework with him. And I'm missing tomorrow for a doctor's appointment, so I have all my homework from him. Which, it doesn't seem like much. It's only like number 1, parts D, E, and F, and number 2, all the parts on it. But when you get going in discrete math, there are problems that take up a page and a half. It's insane. My 5th hour, okay, then I have activity, which is like after 4th hour we do activity period, which we used to only have on Tuesdays, but since a lot of the kids are not doing good in school, they've made it a PBS. They made it PBS, and which is really, really dull. If you want to do PBS, you should do it to younger elementary kids, not seniors and juniors and freshmen and stuff, because they're not going to learn anything from it. This is stuff that they already know and they choose not to follow. It really irritates me, because all the stuff I do know and I follow it. It's not my problem if the other kids weren't taught it properly. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about that. So now it's study hall for the 7th graders and 8th graders and whatnot. So it's pretty much study hall for us too. We just sit in our 4th hour classroom and do any extra work we have or stuff. Sorry to be drinking from you guys. I'm just talking in the storm. But yeah. And then after that, I go to lunch. We have 2 lunch shifts, first and second. And I've stopped taking food. I've stopped eating school food. One, there are only like 2 days out of the week that I actually want to eat the food. That's chicken patty day, which is every Wednesday, and that's pizza day, which is like every other Friday. Anyway, and our school took away all condiments. They actually gave us, after my mom talked to Opa on the phone for like 3 hours, they gave us ketchup back. They still haven't given us ranch back. So if you get a salad or anything, they give you like this little itty bitty pack thing of ranch that you can use on it. And they have this little like section that you have to grab 2 of either 2 servings of fruits or vegetables or both. And which is really stupid because half the stuff is unedible, and most of the kids, you see them taking their trays. They've eaten the one thing that they give you, and they've drinking their milk, and they take the trays with the fruits or the vegetables or both on it, and they dump them out. So they're wasting money by doing that. I'm not going to get talking on that either. Okay, and then my next class is LA College Prep, or Language Arts College Prep, with one of my favorite. She's a really awesome teacher. I was going to take dual English, but since my counselor would not let me take advanced math, I couldn't fit it into my schedule, so I'm taking LA College Prep, which is okay. I'm fine. It's fine. I'm fine with it. It's a relatively simple class, but the teacher is amazing. We just got finished reading the Inferno in that class, or parts of the Inferno, which is part of the Divine Comedy by Dante. I can't remember. I can't pronounce his last name. But a lot of kids in my class are really don't pay attention. Have never paid attention. I shouldn't say that. A lot of my kids in my class just we're a rural town, and language is just y'all and whatnot and stuff. And it was kind of hard for most to understand it, but they didn't realize that when our teacher asked us a question, they actually answered it correctly, and she told them they answered it correctly. In my opinion, Inferno was actually really interesting, and right now we're currently making our own hells or infernos. I don't like saying that word. Hell. So, sorry, my cousin. So I'm just gonna call it Inferno from now on. So if you ever hear me say Inferno, I'm referring to hell. Um, and we're making there in Dante's Inferno there are 9 circles. 9 circles. I'm just not gonna say that. And so we get to choose a circle that we read about, or a circle that we didn't read about, but if we look, she gave us a sheet with all the stuff on it, and we have to create it creatively so that it looks good, and then we present it in class. That is Thursday that we present. Oh my god, that's crazy. But anyway, yeah, that's that class. And then I have AP Biology, which is Advanced Placement Biology. And that class is kind of hard because our teacher, we just read from the book and then do outlines or packets and then chapter reviews. And half the stuff in the test is not what we discussed in class. That really irritates me. Anyway, and then my last hour is an independent study in ag, or independent study in agriculture. And I am in a class with a bunch of 8th graders, I believe, 8th or 7th graders. And so they're really annoying because they just non-stop talk and they don't listen to Mr. Cash, my FFA instructor and ag teacher, which is really stupid. Why wouldn't she listen? He explains very well, and if you listened, you would pass it as fine. So I do well at management, and then I work on my FFA stuff, my speeches, and whatnot. In that class, I do everything ag related. Anyway, I work on my record books and stuff. Anyway, that's my normal school day. And then on Monday nights, I have dual speech from 7 to 9 p.m. 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's really crazy that it's that late at night. But there are only like 6 kids in the class, and it is just a fun class. I'm not a speech person. I do not give speeches, obviously. And I really don't think I do good at them. But I'm taking a speech class because as a vet and as just in life, I'm going to need to have speech. I'm going to be able to need to communicate well with others. So it's a very good class for me to have. It is $210 for like 6 credits, 6 or 3 credit hours. So it's really good investment. If your school has dual classes, I recommend you take them, or as many as possible. Get your core classes out of the way. And if you have dual speech, great, take it. I mean, it's not hard, and it is kind of interesting, actually. I think so. My class is fun. Ugh, my computer's like tried to shut down. Um, yeah. But, so, I spend approximately, I know I'm going to be called nervous, but I think maybe 3 hours on math, an hour to 3 hours on math homework, just depending on what the homework is. Sometimes I only spend like 5 minutes, because right now we're doing really easy stuff. AP Biology, an hour or two, maybe. I probably should be spending more time, because I'm getting a B, maybe a B minus in that class. I'll have to look up tonight, because I did terrible on today's test. Um, and then I just spent a little bit of time each on that rest of that. And then I will generally go take care of my animals, which is a big part of my FFA class and stuff. I need to take care of animals. Whew, pardon me. Yeah, that's pretty much a school day for me. If you want, tell me. I don't know. Comment stuff, people. I got no comments. I think nobody's watching my videos. So I have a feeling that's what happening. But that's okay, because they're really just for me to talk. Because I don't talk often. Anyway, I'll probably make another video about something else tonight. Who knows? Peace. Love y'all. Y'all. Yep, it's a y'all moment.